Friends, how's everybody doing? It is Friday night, October 10th, 2025, as I record this. Finally, the long-awaited dinner show has come and pretty much gone. It's finishing up right now, and absolutely, Bob Joyce brought the house down. From what I've heard so far, of course, still waiting on more information. But I've seen some videos. Actually, I've shared quite a few short videos with you all. And I've been putting together some pictures and videos already, but there's definitely going to be more to come. And a few of our friends from this channel are at the concert and told me that they're going to give me some videos and pics later on. So you can all look forward to some kind of video next week. Absolutely. And it's kind of important, I think, to just notice. I mean, not only was it a packed house, we knew it was going to be. I mean, the tickets were sold out in 1 week. That was July 20th through the 27th or something. So we knew it was going to be a full house already. You saw the thumbnail pic for this video. That was the line of people waiting to get in there. But it's more than just a concert with Pastor Bob, and that's what we all knew and what we were expecting too. And I mean, I can tell you myself from being at the George Live event in August that it's not just music, it's not just a sermon with Pastor Bob, it's the whole just blessing of a time with just like all of us here, all like-minded believers, people who love God and the music too, obviously. But there's going to be lots of stories told. I'm sure there's going to be lots of people commenting from the concert, both on the channel here and other places. And so it's just a matter of time before all of those start coming in. But yeah, with the combining, just last week, I've talked about it already a little bit, but you saw with LWC Media that they're now managing his social media presence, basically. And I found out about TikTok first, which is what I shared with you all. But it's not just TikTok. It's also YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And so they're already kicking that off and going to be sharing some more kind of like behind the scenes videos and stuff that we haven't been seeing before. Obviously, I've been working very hard the last year and with my team to sort of search for all the different videos and clips and bring them together and give them to you in a nice, neat little package. But in some ways, it should maybe be a lot easier now. And, you know, we could all speculate about what the next move is, if there's going to be like the next concert. I was speculating, hey, maybe they need like a Christmas concert, right? Because the Christmas album is coming out soon. That's called Sounds of Christmas. And so if you haven't seen the shorts that were posted today or in the last 24 hours, there's like 4 or 5 of them that are on this channel. And one of those is a teaser of the Christmas album. It's just a short, like 7 or 17 second clip. But you can hear a little teaser of the album and get an idea for maybe kind of what the sound is. I can already tell from the little I've heard of the Christmas album that it's going to be just as polished and amazing as Safely Home. Top notch, probably the same studio, although I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the name of that studio where they recorded Safely Home. But it's got pretty much the same sound from what I've heard so far, and it's going to be fantastic. So probably a lot of you are going to want to order that as soon as it's available. The last time I checked on bobjoyce.org, it wasn't for sale yet. Did I look? I think I looked. So but it probably will be soon because it's already October 10th, and we're only 2 months away from December. So let me say some hellos really quick. Ellen, Sheila, Doug, Brenda, hello everybody. Angel Eyes, Lil Rose Star, and our friend in Japan, Ohio gozaimasu. And yeah, so I thought because of this momentous occasion that I would not be on my bike with Cassie and having a bad signal and everything. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Hello, Janet. And so check out the teasers and the clips we already got coming. Oh, also Bob Joyce Viral Hits Part 4. Hello. That just posted a couple hours ago. And that's been a pretty popular series that I'm going to keep going. Hey, Doug and Heather. And so, yeah, and the TCB updates have returned as of a couple days ago. So there's just a lot going on, and I'm really thankful for my team. That's Sheila and Pedro doing most of the work behind the scenes to help keep everything flowing out to you guys. But yeah, like I was saying, we're all speculating on kind of what the next moves are and what could be next for Pastor Bob Joyce. But I'm not going to speculate yet outside of just a continuation of today, what we're seeing with the dinner show. And I don't think he's going to have a dinner show every month or anything like that. But I would say with Pastor Bob, he is a living example of you don't have to give up or pack it in no matter what your age. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. God's not done with you yet until he's done with you and he's ready to call you home to heaven. And Pastor Bob is proving that in more ways than one. And his voice still sounds great. Like I said, I have my experience of George live in August, and he sounded fantastic live, and just his voice fills up the room just like you would imagine from all the recordings that you've heard, and it's even better in person. And this movement that is growing around Pastor Bob's ministry and music is not just interesting, it's kind of fascinating. I mean, especially when you factor in his age. Because if you think about it from the sort of typical artist perspective, which I do think about as an artist, say if it's like a 80s band or a 70s band or whatnot, they usually kind of just keep their audience, right? And they all get old together and okay, it's great. I'm talking about like, you know, the big stars of their time or their decade. But here we have Pastor Bob, who is up there in age, but he's still doing it, and he's attracting a wide variety of ages because his ministry just compounds everything and his message and sharing the gospel. So it's more than just interesting. And theories aside for a second, it's going to be really interesting to see what plays out in the next year or two and how far they might go. How soon is Pastor Bob going to do another album? They were talking about I think it was the media company that was talking about Pastor Bob being in the studio again. And I'm not sure if they're kind of teasing that and really just talking about the Christmas album, or if he's back to do the next album for 2026, which is what it sounded like. But I'm not going to just assume that and tell you guys that until I know for sure. But the fact is, Pastor Bob is active. He's still a working musician at his age, and he's still preaching and teaching, and yeah, he's showing no signs of slowing down, really. He looks healthy. I've seen the comments and the people trying to say, oh, Pastor Bob was in the hospital and all this stuff. Don't listen to it. If anything like that came up, you can bet that I'm going to be jumping on a live really soon, like the same day, and letting you guys know. But he's looking healthy, he's looking fantastic, and yeah, everything's great. So keep him in your prayers and his ministry, because it's just blossoming. That's what I see happening. He's just growing, and his following is growing. And for those of you who have been around for a while, you have to keep in mind that there's a lot of people that are just jumping on this train, the Pastor Bob Joyce train, right? Like, we were there a long time ago, paying attention, listening, connecting some dots maybe. There are people every week that are just like, wow, listen to that voice, listen to him preach. And they're just learning and watching. And so, of course, like many of you, I knew early on that this was not going to go away. Pastor Bob's following, the interest in him is not going anywhere, which is why roughly, wow, has it been that long already? It's been about a year ago since we started posting Pastor Bob videos on this channel on a regular basis. I'm gonna have to look that up. It was around September, October. And so I didn't just make that decision out of nowhere. It was after a couple years of myself looking at everything casually and then saying, you know what? I love Pastor Bob. I love how he preaches and teaches and shares the gospel. I love his music. He made me appreciate gospel all over again. Why not? It's going to be fun. So that's how it kind of began for me about 1 year ago. And yeah, I can't believe all that's happened since then. And of course, a couple months later, hello, cancer and chemo. But I'm so thankful to have survived and to be doing great now. That's another story. But time is flying, that's for sure. And but as far as me personally too, I'm thinking about, when should I go to the church? Or, what's the next event coming up? I might want to get a ticket. So again, all speculation aside, Pastor Bob's doing great, looking great, sounding great, and now kicking it up a notch with his own media team supporting him online and pushing out his new albums and everything. Yeah, it's not just interesting, but I would say if you haven't seen him yet in person or tried to meet him, been to the church or one of these events, you might want to start setting some money aside and preparing for it when it comes up. Because, okay, one thing I'm going to speculate on. Oh, who was that? Sorry, I missed it. Doug, thank you very much for the super chat. One thing I will speculate on right now is that, like I said, his following is only going to keep growing no matter what. That is my prediction right now, which I'm sure most of you agree. It's not much of a prediction, really. So if you know that and you believe that's how it's going to be in the coming years, you might want to prepare for the next event and jump on it when you have the opportunity. I mean, you guys saw what happened with the tickets for this dinner show. 1 week, 750 tickets, gone. What's the next one going to be like? Maybe the next one will be in Arena, Coliseum, and maybe the tickets will still sell out in a month or something. I mean, you really don't know. But it all depends, I guess, on what all transpires in the next year, the coming months. But there really is an energy behind Pastor Bob, and I'm just looking forward to watching it play out. So we will keep sharing everything with you all. I'm going to try to wrap it up here. Hello, Kitty, Deb, Mika, or Micha. Sorry, I'm not saying your name right. Probably. Elaine, Felipe. Oh, we got a nice group tonight. So good to see you all. Robin, Sheila, Alice Pack, Gloria. And, oh, one last announcement before I go. Many of you are going to love this. We are constructing a new website this week, right now. And maybe next week, maybe soon, it'll be ready to launch. But this new website is going to have all of our live streams, channels, and most popular videos all in one page. So you're going to be able to flip between Matt Savina, Philippines Kids, Grace Wave, Bob Joyce, George Magazine, Modexus supplements. We all need to stay healthy. Geez, what else? 432 hertz piano music. I think there's more. I'm losing track of how many. But you're going to be able to flip through the channels, and any of those channels on the website that have 24/7 streaming music, for example, you're going to be able to flip through it all on one page. So you're not going to have to search for live streams and whatnot. And that's going to be just way better than how it's been, because as you know, sometimes on YouTube, it can be a little bit with notifications sometimes, right? And yeah, you just got to click around and find stuff. So this website is going to be so simple on purpose and easy, and you're going to be able to just click on whatever you want to listen to, and that's going to be a support to the channel too, so it'll be appreciated. But anyhow, that'll be coming soon, and then once it is, I'll announce it. It'll be in all the video descriptions from then on, so it'll be easy to find. But okay, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up there, but thank you so much, as always. We got a lot to look forward to, starting with the highlight video from Bob Joyce in concert tonight, October 10th, coming soon. So thank you all. I will see you all very soon, probably streaming again this weekend, and give you an update on the new videos coming. So thanks as always. I'll see you soon. Take care and God bless. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. All right. God bless you guys. See you soon.